What's up, boys? So, today, I just so happen to have all the equipment I need. I think. Alright, we'll see when we get there. But, so, it is, as of right now, I just got off work, and it was a 13-hour shift. So, you know what that means? It means we're about to go hit a leg day. And it's gonna have to be a quick leg day, because your boy's got to sleep. Sleep is important, okay? For people who don't think sleep's important, it's very important. It's even more important than lifting weights, okay? That's why I got to sacrifice, hitting the legs as much as I want to today in order to get the full 8 hours of sleep. That's how important it is. Nonetheless, I'm going to go to an Anytime Fitness that's a little closer to my house, which is not as big, doesn't have equipment that is as extravagant as the other one that I went to the other day. So I don't really know what this one has in it, but as long as it's got a leg press, some sort of leg extension, leg curls, a calf machine, I'm in there, okay? Because that's really all I need to get a good, solid leg pump to stimulate growth. That's all I need. But anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Also, since I'm doing this quick so I can go home, take a shower, and go to sleep, no pre-workout. So that's its own battle that's waging war inside of me right now, because I gotta muster up the energy to be able to have me a sick leg day. So that's also why I'm talking to you while I'm driving. And I guess since it's morning time, you can see me. I would usually talk to you in the car while I'm driving. It would be a time saver. But I can't really do that when I have a light that's, oh my gosh, it's falling, that's shining me in the face. So I'm going to have to figure this out. This whole falling action. Listen, every time I do this, these videos, there's something that goes on that needs immediate attention and some sort of problem that needs a fixing. But I guess while I drive, and the weight of this phone on this mount is just gonna keep falling. So in order to keep that from happening, I'm not gonna keep holding this. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna meet you at the gym. Long story short, I just worked a 13-hour shift and I'm going to lift. So yeah, because I'm dedicated, baby, and I hope you are too. Let's get it. All right, boys, we're in here, and thankfully the music is turned down in here, which is great for me. So I'm going to do 4 sets of calves, and I'm going to try and go pretty heavy on this. Let's see what I got. I think 2 plates is pretty good. Feels good. That does feel pretty good. I could even go heavier. I like to start with calves because I'm really trying to grow that muscle the most right now. So my calves seem kind of weak. So I feel like at the beginning of my workouts, I have the most energy that I can put into my lifts. I don't want to be dead tired when I'm trying to, grow a specific muscle that I feel like needs more attention. So that's why I'm doing this first. I'm going to do one more set like this, and then I'm going to add weight for the next 2 sets. Okay. Oh. Oh. Another thing about calves too is I want to make sure that I'm giving the same amount of intensity and focus into the muscle on this as I would bench press, heavy squat, anything like that. So it's very important to really focus into the muscle and in order to get as much out of it as you can. So I've added a 10 here and I may not get as many reps, but we'll see. Let's see what I got. Okay. I think one more of those would be good. All right. Really want to focus squeezing at the top on this last one. Okay. All right. It just so happens that this right here is the calf raise machine I was just on. And here's the leg press. Very compact gym. So I want to focus more quads on this leg press than hamstrings. One thing I've actually noticed fairly recently is like I used to do my leg press with my legs up here higher. I felt like it was less stress on my knees, but I was really activating more hamstrings and glutes. And I want to activate more quads, so I'm going to drop my feet down, put them a little bit more narrow, and it pretty much isolates your quads. So that's what I'm going to do here. Alright. I can do more weight on the next one. So something that some people may not know about like this leg press right here. You don't actually have to have all the weights distributed evenly. Like right now I got 345s on one side and 345s on the other. You don't have to do that. If you're moving, it's all one piece. So you could actually have all 6 of them on one side, and it's not like it's gonna add more weight to your left leg. You know what I'm saying? Just a fun fact for people who may not know that. Okay. So I really want to get as deep as I can, really stretch that quad as much as I can. Slow and explode forward. Alright, let's get after it. Come on. One more. Get it. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Whew. All right. Let's go. Ooh. 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 Yeah. All right. We're gonna dig deep on this one. Gonna have to. Felt like I saw started a little bit on that after I got up from the last one. All right. Let's get it. This is for not one to work 13-hour shifts my whole life. That's for you, baby. Let's go. Ooh. Hey. Ooh. One more, come on. Ah. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right. So I will say, this gym might be tiny, but it seems to have a lot of the essentials that I enjoy. Like for these leg curls, these hamstring curls, I prefer seated as opposed to laying down and doing it. I prefer this better. I've got a mild form of scoliosis, so when I lay down and do it, I feel too much pulling on my lower back, and I don't like being sore there. So it makes it uncomfortable to sit and stand for too long. So this, for I can do more weight with that. Let's up this weight a little bit. I think that should do. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. I know it might be a little too heavy. I'm back it up just a touch for the next one and go till failure. So another thing too, on days like this where, I work 13 hours and then come to the gym and try and get as much as I can in before, I need to go home to shower and have time to settle down before I get 8 hours of sleep and then go repeat it. But I don't really have the time to fit cardio in on these days, which sucks. But when I'm at work, I try and walk more on these days. Well, I guess these are the only days I work. I try to walk more than I used to before I had gotten into this. So, all right, I lowered it already. That's perfect. Okay. This one's kind of in a weird spot. So, oh boy, somebody maxed this thing out. What a beast. I can't remember. It is a new gym, so everything's kind of different. Oh man, he had long legs too, didn't he? Alright, let's see how this feels. Okay, a little easy. I'm not a huge fan of this machine and the leverages on it. I'd like my legs to come up higher. But, and I'd like to lay back more. If I can, I can adjust it. Hold on. Let's see. This is an old machine, but it should do the trick. All right. Let's see how this feels. Okay. A little bit better. Just this. Okay. Still, my legs don't go up as high as I'd like, but I now see why this guy maxed it out, because I've almost got it maxed out. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna continue on this machine. It hurts. So I think it's gonna be it for today. All right, good news. My brain works a little bit, and I think I fixed the falling thing. So we'll see. I'm about to start driving and talk to you as like a little test run. Let's do it. But let's talk about this lift. So that quad extension that I did at the end, that was not good. The padding where your shins go was pretty much wore out, and it was straight just metal on my shins, and I was not really feeling it. So I decided not to continue with that one, because with that I couldn't get a good stretch on the eccentric. I also couldn't get my legs to go up as high as I'd like to get, really good pump into the muscle. So, jeez, that sun. So I just know for future reference, not to do that exercise. But I ran out of time, or else I would continue with my leg workout. And in the future, and leg workouts where I don't have to, fight for time, I'll do a lot more volume and be to the point where I almost can't walk after I'm done. So it wasn't that intense today, but from the stuff I did, I do feel a good pump in my legs. So that'll stimulate a little bit of growth at least, and I will be bigger than I was yesterday because of it. So that's good news. Let's see. Another thing is you don't need to have a lot of time. I completed that workout in 30 minutes. All that was 30 minutes, I did have to kind of bust ass in between sets. And yeah, that does make your workouts a little bit more difficult, not resting as much in between. But, you can drop the weight a little bit and then just keep going until failure. And you'll get a good pump, I'm telling you. You don't have to max out every time. But it's also saying, I worked 13 hours and then I came and did a workout. So what's everybody else's excuse for not going? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making the effort to do it. It may not be the workout I want to have, but I'm still showing up and putting work in to get better. So that part I just don't understand. Get to the gym, and even if it's just 30 minutes like I did, you can make gains in 30 minutes. But yeah, I fixed this falling issue, which is sick. So now for me, what's on my agenda is I'm gonna go home. I've still got about 300-ish calories left in my day, which I pretty much save for right before bed, because I want to get some protein in my stomach while I'm sleeping so it can leach into my bloodstream. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you sleep, that's when your body grows and it's repairing itself. It repairs the most while you're sleeping. So my thought process is, I thought I still had the mic on. My thought process is, if I can still have some protein in my stomach while I'm sleeping during the time that my body is repairing itself the most, that seems the most ideal to me. So that's just how I like to keep it, and I left myself 300 calories, which just so happens to be enough for my protein ice cream at home, which I cannot wait to make. And I have a Ninja Creamy, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like a little blender that comes with these pint cups, and you just make ice creams inside the pint cups and you freeze it, and then when you want it, you take it out and you put it and it just blends it up, and you got protein ice cream. And I make mine to be about 300 calories, and it's got about, I think it's got around 40 grams of protein, if not close, 35 to 40 grams. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed, which I'll probably, now that I think about it, it takes a little bit. You wanted to thaw out a little bit that ice cream before you put it in the blender, because it could actually hurt your blades and break your machine if you just pull it out of the freezer and stick it in there and then just start blending it up. So what I'll probably do is go in there, take it out of the freezer, take my shower, and then when I'm done with the shower, stick it in the blender. I think that's a good plan. But anyway, that was my lift for today, and I'm I'm a lot happier. I don't know about you guys, but having good camera angles, having all the stuff I need, just puts me in a better mind state. I feel like I get an even better lift in because I'm not so frustrated and mad at the world. But anyway, I keep rambling, but I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you get a good workout in today too. Stay dedicated, dude.